Welcome to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. Mystic Radio is brought to you by Freedom with Joy. If it's Friday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio. Robin and I welcome our listeners from all over the world to call the show today. Your calls and questions are what make our live call-in show so intriguing. So if you want to talk to the Mystic today, Robin Alexis, the toll-free number is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Call us now. Get in the queue. We want to welcome all the listeners who've come over from the fabulous Manson Mitchell program this morning, and we hope you will enjoy us here on Mystic Radio. The phone numbers, once again, if you want to talk to us, the toll-free number is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527.
Hello, everybody. This is Robin Alexis, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining us. This is our new time on Fridays at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And Mystic Radio has been on Alternative Talk KKNW for 15 years. Wow. And we've always had the same intention, which is to assist you to know, trust, and act upon your own intuition. Now, you can call in for free and ask me or Bob a question. I've lived with Bob for 23 years, which is pretty remarkable considering both of our track records of living with spouses. But anyway, he's intelligent and he can walk in both the business world and the metaphysical world. So anybody who's been hanging around me for 23 years is pretty adept at recognizing their own unique gifts. And so Bob's here as well as me to take any of your questions. So, loyal listeners of Mystic Radio, you know that Mystic Radio is an experience. It's not an explanation. It's completely based on the people who have the courage to call in and ask whatever their question happens to be. Now, if you're thinking of calling in, you can request a healing. You can ask me about your past lives or any question that you would ask any psychic. You can visit my website, robinalexis.com, and read about my skill set, and then call into Mystic Radio with your finely tuned one question that you can ask during the show, this 1 hour a week. Bob?
If you have a metaphysical question for Robin, the toll-free number, once again, is 888-298-5569, and locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Call us now. When you call in, you have one question to ask us, so make it a good one. And are you ready for your healing experience? Call us now. Toll free 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. We have a great show for you coming up with our courageous callers. Now, callers, please take your phone off speaker and turn off your radio or computer before you get on the call with Robin. I'm going to play the gong to open the healing energy for the show today, and then we will get to your questions. And how many gongs today, dear?
Believe it or not, I'm hearing one really strong one.
Okay, here goes, everybody. One strong one. Clearing, 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 clearing for the show today. And we're going to take our first caller, who is Lisa from Santa Barbara, California, an old friend of ours. Hi, Lisa. Welcome to Mystic Radio. You're on with Robin and Bob.
Hi.
Hi, Lisa. You're on the air with Robin and Bob.
Yeah, for some reason you weren't coming on my end. So I'm calling in for my cat Milo. He's been working with Nels for just about almost every other week, and for his fight or flight. And I know he picks up a lot of my energy, but I'm just wondering if there might be any way to recalibrate his nervous system or something to help with his whole overall constitution right at this point.
Okay, Milo is looking at me clairvoyantly and telepathically, saying that there's a part of his energy that's in his body, but there's other parts where he's like disassociated. And he says that those other parts of him feel like when we speak about cats having 9 lives, he feels like he's got 4 of them that he's having sort of like out-of-body experiences with, like someone who would have a near-death experience. He says that he's had 4 of them, and that those experiences, he's still out of his body in those 4 close near-death experiences. So, Milo, can you tell us why you are repetitively having near-death experiences? He's saying yes, he can, and it does have to do with you, Lisa. He says that you've been leaving your body in the dream time, and that there's a part of you that doesn't want to be on the planet anymore. And so when you go to sleep, you are such a powerful manifester that you tend to go a little bit too far out, and then he leaps timelines to go and get you. So now what I'm seeing is these 4 parts of him that are still out of his body are actually standing next to 4 parts of you that are out of your body. So let's bring those 4 parts to your higher self. And then let's see if your higher self is willing to bring these energies of you back into you, and then Milo can come back into himself as well. Now, that was a lot for me to say, Lisa. How do you feel about what I just said?
That feels right on. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm sure that you represent a lot of folks on the planet today, that it's so chaotic here that it's difficult, especially if you're sensitive, to be on the planet. So, you know, maybe there is a tendency for some of us to get outside of ourselves. And
Right.
unfortunately, probably the sensitives are needed more than ever right now, because we are the ones who need to become aware of the energetics, and we are the ones who need to bring ourselves back in and anchor the divinity within ourselves. There you go. The energy's shifting now. Can you feel that at all, Lisa?
Yeah, I did feel that, yeah.
Okay, so one part of you just came back, and Milo's pretty excited about that. So let's see if we can get the other 3 parts of you to also come back in. Okay, these other 3 are correlated to financial abundance. These 3 parts of you are, they're kind of swearing, I guess you could say. They're very angry that things are so difficult, and that those 3 parts of you are saying that they're willing to show up, but they're sick and tired of having to struggle and be disrespected and not understood and not financially supported to be. There you go. Your energy's shifting again. What's happening, Lisa?
Yeah, I'm feeling that, yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and continue to honor you in your energetic fatigue and the part of you that was so exhausted that it was willing to escape instead of exalt itself. And then let's see if we can bring in more of what we call the exalted Venus love. The planet Venus is the highest and holiest frequency of love in this universe. There you go. You're coming in some more. And here comes Milo some more. So Milo, thank you so much for protecting Lisa in all these different realms. And thank you for communicating with us. And thank you, Lisa, for all these parts of you that are willing to come back and be restored inside of your energy frequency. And your higher self is saying that this call today is surrogate healing. So it's not only for you, it is for others who are feeling that sense of hopelessness and destitution and like, what is it all about? What's it all for? And it's also for those of us who are of that frequency to understand that our animals are right in rhythm with us, with what we're going into. And so on these really difficult days, perhaps we can say to ourselves, okay, I don't want to be here, but I'm not going to put my animal through this. So that we just, it's kind of like when, after I got raped, when I was a young mother, I was cuckoo, let's just say the least. And when I would get really despairing, I would say to myself, I can't do that to my children. You know, like I really have to stay here for my children. And in this case, we're seeing we really need to do this for our pets. And there you go, Lisa. You're coming in some more. Tell me what you're feeling now, please.
Yeah, I'm feeling more and more coming back. It has been kind of overwhelming to witness not only my own stuff, but what's going on in the world financially. Where we're putting our money in the world. So, yeah.
So, Lisa, since we're speaking to the part of you that had gotten so despairing, let's also speak to your future higher self, where she's already got what she needs to survive, not only survive but thrive. And let's have her communicate to your present higher self whatever it is that you need to be in. What is the vibration that you need to be in order to access that? There you go. Your energy shifting again. Can you feel that now too, Lisa?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyone again who's listening to this call, let's go ahead and speak to our future higher selves who already have access to everything that we need to fulfill our soul purpose and earthly mission. And let's have our future higher selves speak to our present higher selves, and let us all begin to embody that which we need right now. And what's coming in really strong is for me to very purposefully send this manifestation decree energetically out to the people in Gaza and the people in Ukraine and all over the world. And there we go. The energy's getting, whoa, can you feel that, Lisa?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Whoa, that is so strong. I want to come back to Milo and thank Milo for being such a courageous cat to speak telepathically live on the air to help Lisa and to help us all. Thank you, Lisa and Milo. You're quite a team.
Yep, we are. Thank you for your help, Robin.
Thanks. And did you notice her voice changed from the beginning of the call to the end of the call?
I was only reading her energy. Those are the kinds of things I really appreciate you saying, Bob. Did you notice that about yourself, Lisa?
Yeah, I feel a lot more like I did leave my body, and I'm more amused, come back, and yeah. So I will.
But what? Go ahead.
I was just thinking about recalibrating my system, but I think just bringing in that future self and just trying. We're all in this evolutionary period of going through this big change on the planet. So for me, it's just like incomprehensible what we do with our money, but I'm just not going to focus on that. I'm just going to bring in these new templates that where we're going, and that's the healthiest way to address the situation. And
so what I hear you saying,
trust and faith.
Yeah, but what I hear you saying, Lisa, is that you don't feel like the physicality of your nervous system is able to embody the correction. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, then let's just put a pin in that right now, and let's go back to that, because many people listening also may feel that incapability of their present nervous system, which is where the financial body resides. And we receive it from the divine feminine, from the cosmic mother. There we go. Let's go ahead and find that original template in the etheric body structure, and let's bring that in through you, Lisa, and then let's ask that everyone be able to find that frequency within themselves. So just, yeah, that's it. Can you feel a shifting with that too, Lisa?
Yeah, I do feel that, yeah.
Okay, so we're not done yet, though. So I want to come to your creator cell at the base of your spine, and I want you to tune into it, and I want you to realize that there's something else that's using your creator cell to create. I want you to take authority back over your creator cell and command that it function in the frequency that you need to be receptive to the mutual reciprocity of the abundant universe we live in. Can you do that?
Okay. I'll do that. Yep.
All right. So everybody set your alarm. 1, 2, 3, boom. We all got it. Thank you for calling into the show, Lisa.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lisa. If you have a question for us here at Mystic Radio, the toll-free number is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. This is Mystic Radio. Call us now, get in the queue, talk to us, and we will be back after these messages.
Mystic medium and metaphysical mother Robin Alexis is once again inviting you to schedule your personal one-on-one phone sessions with her. Robin offers you her expertise with a psychology background and her acclaimed metaphysical skills. She's a Reiki master and has been in private practice assisting people to figure out their life concerns for over 30 years. Whether you've just heard about her or like thousands of others who've worked with her on Mystic Radio and in personal readings, you know a session with Robin Alexis can change your life. Robin has a profound skill set that includes past life readings, and being a medium who speaks with family, friends, and pets who've transitioned. Robin is also an adept medical intuitive whose abilities range from being able to balance your chakras and energy systems to having a special gift of helping mothers to become pregnant when nothing else has worked. Mystic Robin Alexis can assist you to feel the power of your own mind, your own heart, and your own ability to create the life you deserve. Schedule your sessions with Robin now in the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com. That's RobinAlexis.com or call 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499. Call, schedule your appointment, and change your life now.
When is the last time that you felt joy-filled and free in your own body, mind, and emotions? That energy of joy in you is what I assist you to reset and restore. I'm Joy Air, and my company is Freedom with Joy, and I sponsor Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. What is Freedom with Joy? I assist people to get rid of their baggage without having to analyze or relive it. It's just gone, and you get your life back. Joy is an energy, and everything in the world has energy. Our bodies are no exception. When you have emotional baggage from the past, it blocks you from living your full life of love and joy. I'm a certified practitioner of Dr. Bradley Nelson's energy healing modalities, the emotion code and the body code. This work quite often produces marvelous results and wonderful benefits, so you can be free to live in abundant health, love, and happiness. These tools are not meant to replace any medical treatment, but if your body or mind is feeling heavy instead of joy-filled, let me assist you to relieve your burdens and lighten your spirit. Openings for new clients are filling up, so grab this opportunity to schedule a session with me. Call now to schedule your appointment for a free discovery call. 360-582-6595. That's 360-582-6595. You too could experience freedom with joy.
Robin is offering a new service for clients, a Reiki Week with Robin Alexis. Having a Reiki Week with Robin is amazing. She takes you to places inside of yourself that you never knew existed. Whatever issues you might have, Robin is able to look at them from many perspectives, including the influence of your past lives, your higher purpose, your soul contracts, and your overall well-being. Robin works with her team of ascended masters, archangels, and spirit guides who will assist you as needed. Monday through Friday, Robin sends you remote Reiki for 1 hour each day. Then, via text, she sends you detailed and specific information about what she clairvoyantly saw during your private 1-hour session that day. Robin's Reiki Week can transform your life and help you to open up to your truth, your love, and give you a higher perspective. Schedule your Reiki Week with Robin Alexis now. Call Bob at 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499 to schedule now.
If you're a parent or teacher, it can be especially difficult to hear about yet another school shooting. With so much emotion around this issue, know that there is support out there to help you, your children, or your students cope. By listening or reading the calming and beautiful story, Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns by Robin Alexis, a book written to help with this sensitive issue facing our world today. Find Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns by Robin Alexis on Amazon, iTunes, or Audible.
Make it a great day. Keep your dial on Alternative Talk 1150.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. If it's Friday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio.
And I have so many exciting things to share with you. You just heard a commercial about my work as the metaphysical mother. Well, I am really excited to share with you that twin boys were born last weekend, and it had a lot to do with the type of healing work that I'm able to do, that these folks were able to have these beautiful baby boys. So we welcome Rowan and Oren into the world. You also heard about the book Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns. Last weekend, that book became a bestseller in the audios under metaphysical fiction, and You heard about the 3 books. Well, last week I published a 4th book. It is called A Conversation with Extraterrestrials. That book came out last Wednesday, and over the weekend it became a number 3 bestseller in the educator biography section on Amazon. And it will be out in Kindle shortly today, and it's available now in soft cover. So people are really, really enjoying those 2 books in particular, and I hope that you will check them out. I'm already working on my 5th book, Second Conversation with Extraterrestrials. So if you haven't checked out my books, people like them, so see if you're going to like them too. And if you want to schedule a one-on-one phone session with me, you can call Bob at 530-859-2499 or visit my website, which is a really cool website, robinalexis.com, and you can book your private one-on-one phone session in the Mystic Store. When you're at robinalexis.com, you are invited to listen to the archives of Mystic Radio, and there are a lot of them. You can receive free Reiki healings, and I do write interesting information in the blogs. I'm going to be writing a blog very shortly about an experience I had with a psychiatrist who knows how to do EMDR, and I who knows it's going to continue, had a lot of issues with being able to fall asleep. And I had been in therapy before, I'd done all kinds of healing things, and I decided I'd try EMDR with Dr. Andrea Durand, who's very well known with the EMDR. And she helped me figure out that what's stuck in my body is shame, which my husband's been telling me that for 20 years. He didn't need a psychiatrist to say so. But it was interesting that she got it. And again, I'm doing like remote work with her. And we did our first EMDR session, and what came up was when my mother coerced me into having an abortion when I was a teen. And oh my God, I'm going to write in detail about that experience. So if you're a woman out there and you have haunting thoughts about abortion, you might want to consult Dr. Andrea Durand. She's really, really helping me. Bob?
If you have a metaphysical question for us, the toll-free number, give us a call now. I know you think about it. So do it now. The toll-free number, anywhere in the country, 888-298-5569, and locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Give us a call. Talk to the Mystic. And we are going to go to Linda from Illinois, who is wanting some healing on Mystic Radio. Hi, Linda, and welcome to Mystic Radio. You're on with Robin and Bob.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Robin. I just wanted to thank you, Robin, for the Reiki you sent me. I was trying to get on the show a couple of Fridays ago, and you sent me Reiki since I didn't make it, but I just wanted to let you know that it did help my mom with her silent stroke that she had, and it affected her speech.
Well, I'm so grateful to hear that the remote Reiki that is free on my website, it all comes through me, like Linda just said. I can send it directly to a person if I know what's going on, or you can go through the website, through the portals there. And it's interesting you're talking about that, Linda, because in 1996 I had a stroke, and it took me about a year to get over it. And I didn't know that I could heal myself with Reiki at that point in time. So it's pretty cool that now I'm able to help your mom. And how can I help you today?
I just wanted to say thank you. And is there anything I need to know about this violent stroke or anything?
Yeah, I think so. Your energy feels a little heavy in your auric field. It feels like you've picked up, I'm not necessarily saying it's your mother's energy, but perhaps the idea that could happen to you is kind of what I'm feeling like. And my sense is that where I'm finding it in you gestationally, it's like I'm going back into your womb experience, and I'm looking at the amniotic fluid. Was your mom a smoker when she was pregnant with you?
Probably.
Okay. So
probably it was during that time when women smoked and it was okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. My mom smoked when she was pregnant with me too, and so did my dad. And once they knew, they changed. But let's go back. Yeah, I'm definitely picking up on trauma in the womb. Okay, let's see here. It's the third month, third week, and third day. So let's go ahead and talk to your baby self in the womb, and just let her know that we're coming in from the future, and that we can see that she's upset. She's showing me at the time that the smoke really bothered her. Your mother was really upset. She was very high strung. She was having a big fight with someone. Her heart was pounding, and then she started just smoking. So it wasn't even so much necessarily the smoking as it was the energy attached to the smoking that really disturbed your sense of safety in the womb. And so I'm speaking to this baby, and I'm telling her that your mother in those moments was doing the best that she knew how, and that now she's not in that womb space anymore. She's all grown up, and she's with you in Illinois, and that you know better. It's like when we know better, we do better, and you have learned, and yeah, I can feel you retrieving her now. Can you feel that, Linda, or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So for, again, anyone listening who has any trauma from their gestational experiences with their moms, whether it was, from the mother being upset and then smoking, or from something else, we know that when we're in the womb, it's the first and most intimate relationship we will ever have, where literally our bodies are growing inside of our mother's bodies. So everything the mother feels, we feel in the womb. So if the mother is feeling terror, or she's upset, or she feels unsupported, that energy goes right into the baby. And that's why it's so important to protect mothers, is because it impacts the next generation. And there you go, Linda, I can feel more of your energy starting to heal. And actually, I'm getting healing. Also, I can feel it in my body. So, wow. Linda, how you doing?
I'm good.
Okay. Now, I'm feeling your partner. And let's just ask that whatever is in his highest and holiest, with the highest and holiest energy, create the most benevolent outcomes in all ways for him. My sense is that the reason why he came through is that he's very attuned to you. So when you shift your energy, I feel like he's hypersensitive to it because he loves you so much. And we want him to feel that grace and that mercy and that forgiveness and the healing that you're bringing through, so that both of you can share that in the divinity of your holy matrimony. Thank you so much for calling into the show, Linda.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Hey, this is Mystic Radio, and if you want to talk to us today, the toll-free number is 888-298-5569, and locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Karen, Pamela, hold on. We'll get you after the break. This is Mystic Radio.
What is an intuitive life coach? A professional who can help you access your intuition and use intuition to improve your life. Robin Alexis has been assisting people to know, trust, and act upon their own intuitive knowing for over 25 years. She's discovered that getting a past life reading is one of the best ways to connect with your own intuition. Why? Because intuition comes from the soul collective memory of all your past lives, not just what you experienced in one lifetime. Robin Alexis is one of the premier past life readers on the planet today. Set your goal now to let Robin Alexis read your past lives. It will enhance your intuitive knowing. Don't let another year go by that you ignore this gift from within yourself. Call Bob at 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499 to schedule or purchase your session in the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com. That's RobinAlexis.com. If your intuition is nudging you to schedule a past life reading with Robin Alexis, don't wait. Do it now.
When is the last time that you felt joy-filled and free in your own body, mind, and emotions? That energy of joy in you is what I assist you to reset and restore. I'm Joy Air, and my company is Freedom with Joy. And I sponsor Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. What is Freedom with Joy? I assist people to get rid of their baggage without having to analyze or relive it. It's just gone, and you get your life back. Joy is an energy, and everything in the world has energy. Our bodies are no exception. When you have emotional baggage from the past, it blocks you from living your full life of love and joy. I'm a certified practitioner of Dr. Bradley Nelson's energy healing modalities, the emotion code and the body code. This work quite often produces marvelous results and wonderful benefits, so you can be free to live in abundant health, love, and happiness. These tools are not meant to replace any medical treatment, but if your body or mind is feeling heavy instead of joy-filled, let me assist you to relieve your burdens and lighten your spirit. Openings for new clients are filling up, so grab this opportunity to schedule a session with me. Call now to schedule your appointment for a free discovery call. 360-582-6595. That's 360-582-6595. You too could experience freedom with joy.
Did you know you can find all 3 of Robin Alexis's books for sale? Did you also know that you can find all 3 of her books as hard copy and soft copy? You can also find the audio version of all 3 of her books. Look for Raising Humanity, Spirit Lady, The Gift of Robin's Song, and Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns, all by Robin Alexis, on Amazon, Kindle, Audible, and iTunes. If you live near Robin in Mount Shasta, California, you can find her books at The Gallery in Mount Shasta.
Mystic medium and metaphysical mother Robin Alexis is once again inviting you to schedule your personal one-on-one phone sessions with her. Robin offers you her expertise with a psychology background and her acclaimed metaphysical skills. She's a Reiki master and has been in private practice assisting people to figure out their life concerns for over 30 years. Whether you've just heard about her or like thousands of others who've worked with her on Mystic Radio and in personal readings, you know a session with Robin Alexis can change your life. Robin has a profound skill set that includes past life readings and being a medium who speaks with family, friends, and pets who've transitioned. Robin is also an adept medical intuitive whose abilities range from being able to balance your chakras and energy systems to having a special gift of helping mothers to become pregnant when nothing else has worked. Mystic Robin Alexis can assist you to feel the power of your own mind, your own heart, and your own ability to create the life you deserve. Schedule your sessions with Robin now in the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com. That's RobinAlexis.com or call 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499. Call, schedule your appointment, and change your life now.
Organic, free range, and fresh daily. Alternative Talk 1150.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. If it's Friday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio. And the phone numbers, if you want to talk to the Mystic today, the toll-free number is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Give us a call. Be lucky enough to talk to the Mystic 1 hour a week here on Mystic Radio. And if you want to schedule a session with Robin, you can call us at 530-859-2499 or visit RobinAlexis.com and book your private one-on-one sessions in the Mystic Store. And while you're on the website, RobinAlexis.com, you're invited to listen to the archives of Mystic Radio on our YouTube channel, receive a free Reiki healing, and follow Robin on Facebook at Robin Alexis. Robin also has some great blogs that you won't want to miss. Once again, the phone numbers, talk to us today, toll free, 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Let's get back to our callers, and we have got Kieran from Bellingham, Washington, who is looking for some healing on Mystic Radio. Did I pronounce that right, Kieran?
Curran?
Curran. Okay. Hi, Kieran. Welcome to Mystic Radio. You're on with Robin.
Hi. I vacillated on 2 questions. Either one is just my higher self guiding me on the next move, or something about animals, because I seem to collect them. So not sure what is needed right now.
My sense is, what's your question about your higher self?
Well, I guess it's just because it's been a long, arduous journey, and I think I've made a lot of headway, and maybe I need to know if I'm accurate, if I am actually making headway in my growth of what I broke through.
Okay. Well, I do see that there's some sort of energy interference between the communication of your conscious mind and your higher self. And to me, it's coming through as a soul-body issue. So to me, when we speak to and through our higher selves, it goes higher self, soul, soul-body, and then back into our physical body. So again, to me, it's your soul-body connection. So let's look at the soul first. And I feel like there's still some injury to your soul from previous incarnations. They're not karmic related in terms of, it's not like something that you did that injured your soul. So it's not like a heaviness thing. But for some reason you look like, oh my God, those are animals. Okay, so you've had past lives where you've gathered a lot of animals around you, just like you just said. And those animals are still like in your soul vibration. And I think what would be easier for you and for them is if you found a different way to communicate so that they're not in your soul, but they're in their own energy system. And there you go. That's better. I can feel you recalibrating. And I think I need to find out. Okay, so you are like an original soul who came to the planet to guide some of the animals onto the planet. My understanding is that other beings, we might refer to them as our space brothers and sisters or extraterrestrials or whatever, that you actually were of that, and then you came here escorting some animals to this planet. And you can do some research online about that, or just tune into your own higher self, which you're going to be able to hear from a little bit more clarity after we straighten this around. So the animals want you to understand who you are and what you came here to do in terms of up-leveling the planet in the beginning and bringing in these different animals to help the human race evolve. And that you and the animals realized in this incarnation and in others that things in terms of that relationship where there would be animals to assist the humans for the evolution of humanity has gone slightly awry. And so what we're going to do here is bring in some beings from the planet Phoenix to assist in going into these different timelines, these different, not only past lives in terms of humanity and animal, but where you came from. So we're looking more into what we might call the intergalactic records, as well as these human records. And see, there you go, that's better. Okay, so now let's see if we can get the soul. And I'm hearing not yet, so there's something else still with the soul. I keep seeing a horse. Let's see if we can figure out how. Okay, you just got on the back of the horse and you're riding bareback. You are a male, Native American. You just got off the horse and you're approaching Chief Joseph. So that would be the Nez Perce tribe. And you're approaching him and you're talking to him about some visions that you have had about the white people coming and stealing the horses and disrupting the land. And he takes you very seriously, and he calls a council, and there's some sort of, I don't know if it was like a sweat lodge or what, but they went into, with you and the chief, into some sort of collective opening to spirit to find out what, if anything, they could do about it. And I'm not sure how it all ended up, but I do see that we need to have you not be in that past life, that part of you need a soul retrieval from. And actually I can feel that starting to come through. There you go. That's better. Now let's see if your soul, yes. So your soul is moving into a sense of healing. Do you sense that at all? Can you feel that?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's look at the soul body and see yep, that's looking good. All right, now let's bring that energy healed through your high self and into the physical body that you're in now. And I do still feel a little bit of resistance here, and I feel all the animals that are attracted to you even in this lifetime. So what happened is we got to recalibrate your relationship with the animals, because you were running the disturbance of the awareness of your precognitive visions that it wasn't working. And we need to move you into a place where you're holding the energy that it is working, because somebody's going to be the placeholder. And there you go. That's very good. Can you feel the shift in yourself?
Yes.
Okay. So again, this is a very, very strong surrogate healing on the show today. So for all of you who are out there who absolutely love animals, we want to be in harmony with the highest and holiest relationship with them, so that all can be here serving that which is the highest and holiest, creating the most benevolent outcome in all way. Thank you so much for calling into the show.
Thank you so much as well.
That was great. That was a great reading.
Well, you know, I remember way back when I used to be on the Martha Norwalk show, I remember telling her that I was St. Francis, he's the patron saint of animals. He came to me and he said to me that the terrorists, the people who like to throw us off balance, they knew about our animal lovers' heart. And so they were going to do things to hurt us around our own animals. And that was how they would throw us off, because it's just a way to infiltrate and create more chaos. And so by someone like this woman who called in, recreating the healthy frequencies, and Lisa with her cat Milo, this is crucial and vital for the welfare of this planet.
Okay.
Yeah.
We go on to the next one?
Well, no, actually, I want to talk a little bit about my book, A Conversation with Extraterrestrials. And part of the reason why I want to bring that up is because what that book is about is a friend of mine who I went to school with. We're both now 68. We met up again on Facebook decades later, and she is the one who's reminded me that we had been abducted together as young girls. And one of the things that came through that's going to be in the second book, called A Second Conversation with Extraterrestrials, is, do the extraterrestrials speak to the animals, and do the animals speak back to extraterrestrials? So I want you to get that book, A Conversation with Extraterrestrials, and then look forward to the second book, The Second Conversation with Extraterrestrials, on Amazon.
Very cool, and it did very well since you put it up there. Let's get back to our callers, and we've got Pamela from Sequim, Washington, who's looking for some healing on Mystic Radio today. Hi, Pamela. Welcome to Mystic Radio. You're on with Robin.
Hello, Robin. Thanks for taking my call.
How can I serve you?
Well, I listened to the last two callers, and they both reminded me of different questions I had for you. But it could be a combination, because my mom and my grandma were big dog lovers. I'm a huge dog lover, but I could see that they couldn't really love people or their husbands as much.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, okay, was this some... I don't know if you get any insights around that. My mom had a really difficult birth with me, breech, and a lot of trauma. And I've also heard that women have a hard time giving birth if they have unresolved trauma in their bodies.
Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff's coming through for you. First of all, your mom and grandma, so they must be on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming through really strong, and they're saying, we did just fine. We're over here with the dogs, not necessarily with people or the husbands. And sometimes that's the case, like there's a special place on the other side where you can be with your animals. And in terms of, your mom and grandma having an easier time loving an animal than a person or a husband. What I'm being guided to speak about is in terms of husband. Originally when a couple would come together, whether it's a however it is in today's world when people get married, it's about when you create that marriage, you want it to be in the template of the holy matrimony, where it's untainted by human perception of marriage. Because if we, no matter how much you love each other, sometimes when you get married, you get caught in the quagmire of the collective consciousness of institution of marriage. And that can really break two people up quicker than if they didn't get married. And so it's really important to cleanse and purify and heal and bless the ancestral line of so many people getting married and then dropping down the energy of that marriage into, perhaps a patriarchal interpretation of what that's meant to be. And I feel from you, Pamela, that we want to invoke a surrogate healing for anyone who has in their ancestral line and the epigenetics, and therefore literally in your genes, miasmic predisposition to sabotage relationships because they get caught in that quagmire of a human interpretation of what a relationship's supposed to look like. And your mom and your grandma are giving me 2 thumbs up. So let's go ahead and through you, let's call for, with the sovereignty authority within each one of us, that we cleanse, purify, bless, and heal any and all energies of the blueprints of relationships, past, present, parallel, future, throughout all time, space, and beyond, 7 generations back and 7 generations forward, not only in this lifetime, but any lifetime that we have had. We offer this healing, and we invite, as we release that that stench, if you will, of a unhealthy relationship that gets caught in that energy. After the clearing, we call forth for ourselves to be blessed, that we remember to choose love. We remember to choose ourselves first, understanding that we don't have to sacrifice ourselves for the institution of a religion or a creed or a dogma or a relationship. That if we want true intimacy in our lives, it's about being your own best friend, which is what dog medicine is in the Native American culture, is being your own best friend first, and then partnering, whether it's in a marriage or it's in a friendship or it's at work. It doesn't matter, that you partner with other people who also get that. So we stop playing these mind games and these weird frequencies between us all, but rather step into a really healthy way of being within ourselves and with each other. Whoa, can you feel any of that, Pamela?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
And I have had a couple role models of what a relationship could be, and I'm just so inspired because it's like, oh my God, it could actually be so beautiful, rather than, hearing a lot of nitpicking, which I did, and it was just so like, why would anyone want that? But now I see that it actually could be quite cool, and I don't want to repeat the same pattern of, like, I love my dog, but I don't want it to, just be a safety zone for me. Like, that's where I feel safe. You know what I mean?
I totally understand what you're saying. Before Bob and I met each other, we both swore off getting married or having relationships because it was like, what was the point? It was just, right. You just kept, getting into the insanity loop. And so...
and we have been together 23 years.
Wow.
And we have a beautiful relationship, though it's not always easy at times. We love each other, and we do have a beautiful relationship, but it took us a couple times up at bat to get it right.
Well, and I do want to say, too, that one of the techniques that Bob and I utilize to stay together through some serious ups and downs is we didn't divorce ourselves on paper, but what we did was we'd take our wedding rings off and we would have this ceremony where we would divorce ourselves from the blueprint of the relationship that we had that wasn't serving us, and then we would commit to each other in a vow with no one else around. It was just us in the middle of the woods or in front of the fireplace, whatever. And every time that we learned more, we would do that. And then it got to the point where we weren't pulling our hair out before we do it. We just started to do it in a thing we call heart to heart. And it's a conversation technique, which actually anyone listening, if you want to know what it is, you can email bob@robinalexis.com and find out what the heart-to-heart way of communicating is that will help you have relationships that stay in the vibration of the highest and holiest. Thank you, Pamela.
Yeah,
and
you,
your
Robin.
Mom and your grandma.
And call back in. Tell us how you're doing, Pamela.
Okay. All righty.
This is Mystic Radio, and we will be back after these messages.
Mystic medium and metaphysical mother Robin Alexis is once again inviting you to schedule your personal one-on-one phone sessions with her. Robin offers you her expertise with a psychology background and her acclaimed metaphysical skills. She's a Reiki master and has been in private practice assisting people to figure out their life concerns for over 30 years. Whether you've just heard about her or like thousands of others who've worked with her on Mystic Radio and in personal readings, you know a session with Robin Alexis can change your life. Robin has a profound skill set that includes past life readings and being a medium who speaks with family, friends, and pets who've transitioned. Robin is also an adept medical intuitive whose abilities range from being able to balance your chakras and energy systems to having a special gift of helping mothers to become pregnant when nothing else has worked. Mystic Robin Alexis can assist you to feel the power of your own mind, your own heart, and your own ability to create the life you deserve. Schedule your sessions with Robin now in the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com. That's RobinAlexis.com or call 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499. Call, schedule your appointment, and change your life now.
When is the last time that you felt joy-filled and free in your own body, mind, and emotions? That energy of joy in you is what I assist you to reset and restore. I'm Joy Air, and my company is Freedom with Joy, and I sponsor Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. What is Freedom with Joy? I assist people to get rid of their baggage without having to analyze or relive it. It's just gone, and you get your life back. Joy is an energy, and everything in the world has energy. Our bodies are no exception. When you have emotional baggage from the past, it blocks you from living your full life of love and joy. I'm a certified practitioner of Dr. Bradley Nelson's energy healing modalities, the emotion code and the body code. This work quite often produces marvelous results and wonderful benefits, so you can be free to live in abundant health, love, and happiness. These tools are not meant to replace any medical treatment, but if your body or mind is feeling heavy instead of joy-filled, let me assist you to relieve your burdens and lighten your spirit. Openings for new clients are filling up, so grab this opportunity to schedule a session with me. Call now to schedule your appointment for a free discovery call. 360-582-6595. That's 360-582-6595. You too could experience freedom with joy.
If you're a parent, grandparent, or looking to become a parent, the book Raising Humanity by Robin Alexis is for you. In this book, Robin invites you to remember that we all play a part in raising the vibration of the collective consciousness. Connect with the stories of Robin and 21 authors for inspiring stories in Raising Humanity by Robin Alexis, found in print, ebook, and audio versions at Amazon, Kindle, Audible, and iTunes.
On the path to good health and well-being? Alternative Talk 1150 is the station for you.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. If it's Friday or Sunday, It is Mystic Radio, and to schedule private one-on-one sessions with Robin, you can give us a call at 530-859-2499, or check out the Mystic Store at robinalexis.com for details, and follow Robin on Facebook at Robin Alexis. Thanks to all our wonderful callers today. You make the show what it is. And thanks to Nathan back in the studio. He does a fine job for flying this bus for us here at Mystic Radio from mystical Mount Shasta. We will see you right here, Mystic Radio, every Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We now closing this sacred hour of healing with Robin Alexis on Mystic Radio today. Mystic Radio has been brought to you by Freedom with Joy, and on the subject of intuition and what Mystic Radio is all about. Listen to your body. It's much smarter than your brain.